3 hours. Two legendary artists. One night that redefined the concept of a live performance. Las Vegas, known for its dazzling lights and intense experiences, was overshadowed by the captivating presence of Kendrick Lamar and SZA at Allegiant Stadium. This event transcended a typical concert. It was a cultural awakening. May 31st will be etched in the memories of the over 65,000 fans in attendance, not just as a stop on a tour, but as a significant moment in contemporary music history. Once the lights dimmed, there was no turning back. By the way, welcome to Celebrity Hip Hop Showroom, where hip hop and celebrity drama never sleep, so hit that subscribe button so you never miss the mess. Let's get into it. At the heart of the stage was a striking '87 Buick Grand National, glowing like a vintage treasure reborn under the stadium lights. The diamond-shaped platform, surrounded by intersecting catwalks, created an environment where Kendrick and SZA performed in a space that felt both like a battleground and a sanctuary, intimate, raw, and legendary. Kendrick was the first to take the stage, breaking the silence with DNA. His performance was powerful, akin to a sermon delivered from a mountaintop. Each line resonated deeply, and he commanded the stage with intensity, connecting with the audience through eye contact. In just one verse, he embodied a teacher, a warrior, and a storyteller. There were no flashy effects or gimmicks, just the raw power of his voice, and the crowd knew every word. Then came SZA, who emerged on a platform drenched in oceanic blue light, enchanting the audience with the heartfelt supermodel. While Kendrick performed with conviction, SZA possessed a disarming charm. She moved gracefully and sang as if sharing secrets with each individual in the crowd. At one moment, she was perched on the hood of the Buick, delivering snooze like a personal confession. In the next, she was soaring through the air on silk ribbons, leaving the audience in awe. The night evolved into an emotional journey. With each song, Kendrick and SZA pulled the crowd deeper into their worlds. Kendrick seamlessly transitioned through tracks like Humble, King Kunta, and Element, delivering each with unwavering focus. During The Blacker the Berry, it felt as if the audience collectively held their breath. It was more than a performance, it was a ritual. When he performed his newer songs, like the powerful Euphoria and the haunting Not Like Us, it became evident that Kendrick Lamar remains at the pinnacle of his artistry. He utilized the stage not only to entertain but to provoke thought. Every lyric resonated with profound meaning and defiance. SZA's part of the performance was a deeply emotional experience. From Broken Clocks to Shirt and the beloved Good Days, she brought the night to life with vivid colors, varied moods, and authentic feelings. The visuals ranged from surreal, dreamlike imagery to nostalgic home video clips from childhood. However, the most powerful moments were in silence, as her voice echoed through a quiet stadium where tens of thousands shared a vulnerable experience. There were also thrilling collaborative moments that felt destined to happen. When Kendrick and SZA performed All the Stars together, the energy in the air was electric. Sparks of light fell like rain, the backdrop transformed into a cosmic landscape, and the audience erupted in cheers. Their voices blended beautifully, creating a magical harmony of contrasts. An unexpected highlight occurred when Doja Cat joined SZA mid-performance for their duet, Kiss Me More, sending the crowd into a frenzy. This surprise appearance injected vibrant energy into the show, and the chemistry between the two lit up the stage. It felt like a spontaneous moment, showcasing their star power. The Grand National Tour was visually breathtaking, with every detail thoughtfully designed. The car on stage represented more than just a prop. It symbolized the past, present, and future, embodying Black excellence, movement, memory, and rebellion. As Kendrick and SZA interacted with it, it became a powerful symbol. The transitions between performances were seamless, with each act flowing smoothly into the next, resembling scenes from an unfolding film. The lighting shifted from intense and dramatic to soft and ethereal, ensuring there were no dull moments, just a continuous sense of something sacred happening in real time. By the second hour, the concert had turned into a marathon of hits. Songs like Swimming Pools, Drank, Love, Alright, Broken Clocks, and Kill Bill felt like distinct chapters in a larger story. Yet, it never felt excessive or self-indulgent. The pacing was tight, and the energy remained high. Kendrick surprised fans with a new verse from an unreleased song, prompting gasps of disbelief and a flurry of phone cameras. While he didn't disclose the song's title, insiders believe it's connected to his upcoming collaboration with Clips. When SZA joined him for the mysterious duet, Luther, speculation began to circulate online. Throughout the night, fans displayed homemade signs, waved Dodger flags, and wore custom Grand National Tour shirts. The atmosphere was charged with emotion. People laughed and cried as if it were their final night on Earth. In a time when attention spans are short, Kendrick and SZA held the attention of 65,000 people for a full 3 hours. This was more than just entertainment, it was a true display of mastery. What distinguishes this tour, and this particular night in Las Vegas, is its emphasis on the present rather than merely reminiscing about the past. Kendrick and SZA didn't come to remind us of their previous achievements. They came to show that they are still the blueprint and the future of music. The emotional depth of Kendrick and SZA's joint performance was profound. Both artists occupy a unique position, representing more than just their musical styles or the eras they embody. They are advocates for culture, vulnerability, activism, and transcendence. Their shared presence on stage felt not only significant but also destined. The audience in Vegas was vibrant, enthusiastic, and fully engaged. Every lyric prompted cheers, and moments of silence were treated with the reverence of a sacred experience. Even the interludes, where Kendrick shared spoken-word pieces and SZA offered heartfelt reflections, were met with deep respect. As the concert neared its end, they came together for 30 for 30, a song filled with reflective sadness and poignant lyrics. It provided a moment of calm after the intensity. SZA's voice expressed raw emotion, while Kendrick's verses felt like personal diary entries. When the song concluded, there was a collective pause, as if the crowd wished for the moment to linger. Then, the final song began, "All Right." This anthem of resilience and hope energized the stadium. The audience sang the chorus passionately, as if it resonated with their own truths. The show ended not with a dramatic flourish, but with a sense of unity. As fans stepped out into the dazzling lights of the Vegas Strip, the impact of the experience lingered. No one was preoccupied with their phones or rushing to leave. Everyone was fully engaged in the moment. This was more than just a concert, it was a cultural landmark. Kendrick and SZA delivered a live performance filled with authenticity and an undeniable presence. It was Grand National, and for those lucky enough to be there, it was an unforgettable experience. They didn't just perform, they made a bold statement. This is what true greatness looks like. This embodies the essence of timeless music. If the rest of the Grand National Tour is anything like the Vegas show, we are witnessing something truly historic. Night after night, city after city. Kendrick wrapped up the set with Love. The stage glowed with soft, warm lights as he stood alone under a single spotlight, guitar in hand. The minimalist arrangement allowed his voice to shine, with each lyric resonating like a promise. Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to love me. In that gentle silence, the audience sang along softly, swaying gently. The Buick behind him shimmered in a soft blue light, as if resting after its journey around the diamond-shaped stage. Then came the climax, All Right. What began as a whisper on the album transformed into a powerful 6-minute anthem of resilience. Kendrick stood at the center of the rotating Ginix, confetti burst forth, and strobe lights flickered across the ceiling like lightning. Hundreds of fists rose in unison as the crowd chanted, "We gon' be all right." The energy was electric. Everyone in the stadium moved as one, united in their belief in that promise. The show ended not with a slow fade, but with a dramatic finale. The lights suddenly went out, leaving a single spotlight on the Gen X for a brief moment before it too disappeared into darkness. The abrupt silence felt jarring, like waking from a dream back into reality. In those quiet moments, we saw strangers embracing, crying, or standing still, reluctant to leave that extraordinary atmosphere. Gradually, the stadium lights came back on, guiding us back to a world filled with bills and flashing neon signs. As we stepped into the Las Vegas night, the excitement echoed in every conversation. On the Strip, people who had missed the show paused to hear fans recounting memorable moments. Did you see how the Gen X spun when Kendrick performed DNA? I caught SZA's falsetto in Snooze. It was mind-blowing. When Doja appeared, I swear the whole stadium shook. In a city known for its spectacles, this experience felt distinct, authentic, heartfelt, and irreplaceable. We had all taken part in something that couldn't be fully captured on a smartphone. It was a living memory, a collective heartbeat that resonated long after we left those cherished stadium seats. Kendrick Lamar and SZA didn't just light up Allegiant Stadium that night. They redefined what a co-headlining tour could be. They demonstrated how two equally gifted artists could share the spotlight, create excitement, and foster personal connections among a crowd of eager fans. They reminded us that music is more than just sound. It encompasses emotion, memory, and identity. They showed the incredible heights that true artistry can achieve when collaboration takes precedence over individual ego. If you asked anyone who was there in the weeks that followed, they would all agree, May 31st, 2025, was the night we truly experienced the essence of music. We were part of a generation witnessing two artists at their peak, expressing everything from the deep sorrow of heartbreak to the joy of living in a city that never sleeps. When we recount stories of impactful music to our children, music that moved us, shook us, and transformed us, we will start with the story of that night at Allegiant Stadium, under the Dodger blue skies and the vibrant energy of Vegas, when Kendrick Lamar and SZA captivated us all. What left a lasting impression beyond the performances was the shared experience of being there. The way 60,000 hearts beat in harmony. The way voices rose and fell together. The way two artists from humble beginnings, one from Compton and the other raised by a single mother in St. Louis, turned a football stadium into a haven of shared humanity. It was a powerful reminder of music's ability to break down barriers, amplify voices, and show us that despite our differences, we can find unity through sound. Even after the stage lights dimmed, the memories of that night at Allegiant Stadium will endure. When future generations ask, what was live music like in the summer of 2025? We'll refer to the Grand National Tour. We'll share stories of the Buick Grand National at center stage, the profound silence that enveloped the crowd during the performance, and the moment Kendrick and SZA stood together under a single spotlight. We'll explain that for 3 hours, the rhythm of the drums and the power of the vocals transformed a desert oasis into a pulsating sanctuary. And for those lucky enough to be there, the energy lingered long after the final note. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.